It's not Nick Ross, it's Nick in Ross. Hello, Nick.
How you doing, chaps?
Now, what can we do for you today?
This will rank as probably one of the most stupid questions ever, Edge, I'm afraid.
That's right.
Pretty grim out, isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, I was
it is.
outside cleaning up leaves and picking up old apples. Why don't I ever see apples growing when they've all rotted down?
Well-
I would have thought the pips might have rooted.
Yeah, some of them do. But the problem is that a lot of them aren't fertile. And sometimes, of course, a proportion of them will get eaten by mice and other creatures. Sometimes people do manage to grow a tree from a pip. You don't know what you're getting because, of course, they're all crosses, and the actual variety that you put in a lot of cases has been produced by crossing other varieties. You'll get an apple tree of some sort, but whether the fruit it produces is any good or not, you don't know because it's a completely new individual.
He is right, actually. It's a pretty rotten day, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it looks pretty dismal.
I wasn't talking about the weather. I was talking about what's happened to sit opposite you. 0800 121 8181 is the number.
You've got the rest of the week to recover.
I need two.
In Bromsgrove, Susan has a shrub that keeps coming up through the slate, which has furry antlers that come up. It looks lovely, but it just invades everywhere. And I want to put a lawn down, so how can I kill the shrubs?
If the thing comes up and it's like a furry antler and it's a shrub, then it's probably a sumac, which are notorious for producing, suckers from the root system. They're not grown so much in gardens now. There's one called Tiger Eyes you see fairly often, but the ordinary Rustipfina and Rustipfina laciniata, the other sumacs, you don't see much at all now in garden centres because of this habit they've got of trying to take the whole garden over. The best thing is when the shoots come up and they start to make the leaves, then attack them when the leaves are on and open. Attack them with a strong weed killer that will go down into the system and kill it off.
As an explainer, Reg always brings biscuits with him when we do the show, except that I didn't realise he was buying the cheapest possible biscuits. But since the lockdown or the restrictions, they've only allowed one person in the supermarket, so Reg stands outside while Sue goes in. And I just noticed the biscuits taste a bit different, that's all. So what was it?
So the first day when this all started, we were stood together with the trolley, and the chap said, "I'll only let one person in." And so Sue said, "Well, I'll go in with a trolley." And so the chap said to her, "Well, what am I supposed to do with him?" And Sue said, "Well, I'll send him to the back of the queue."
Well, let's face it, Ray, you should be, Reg. You're sitting in the child seat in the trolley. Kidney Beans chat now. Hello in Worcester to John. Good afternoon, John.
Hello there, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello, John.
It is Reg and Jonathan as against Morecambe and Wise, yeah?
Well, it depends. No, I think Morecambe and Wise would be fairly insulted, really.